what's up everyone? TJ here. Hope you guys are all doing well. In this video, I'm just gonna quickly take you through all the gear I'm running for the 21-22 season. Let's check it out. All right, so I'll start off talking about the main board I'm gonna be riding this year. This is what I'll be on the days when I'm not out there actually reviewing snowboards, and it is the Battalion Boss. This is the highest end twin board that Battalion makes, so it's really light and it features pretty much all the premium tech from Battalion. It's got a lot of carbon built into it, going right down the middle, as well as underfoot to keep it snappy, energetic, and responsive. It's got some dampening tech built into it. And as far as the flex goes, I'd say it's right around a mid flex. It's not super aggressive, but definitely a very versatile park board. Still fun on the jibs, but capable of hitting those larger features as well. And I think my favorite thing about this board is just the feel of the flex. Because of the core, as well as all the carbon they put in this board, it's got like a very energetic, almost like springy feel to it when you load up that camber. So I do think you get a little bit more energy out of this one than the Evil Twin, even though they do feel fairly comparable. And you're also, of course, gonna get the staples from Battalion. Full positive camber for that more precise locked in feel, combined with their triple base technology, so it's still super catch free and gives you that bit of an extra safety net coming off jumps. Those are my two favorite things about it. For bindings this year, I'm gonna be running the Union Atlas. This is a higher end all mountain binding from Union. It's gonna be my third season on these, and they've grown to become my favorite binding just for all around do-it-all style riding. These are the bindings I'm gonna be putting on every snowboard for the reviews just to keep things consistent. And some of my favorite features on these is the dense rubberized material underneath the binding to help give it some really good dampening. There's quite a bit of layering going on in the footbed, so these are actually quite damp. They help you out taking those harder hits when you're out there exploring, doing free riding, or hitting larger features in the park. I also really like the 3D molded ankle strap. I think it's really comfortable. Definitely some nice improvements on the straps over the years from Union. Overall, these are gonna give you some nice responsiveness. They're gonna offer some good support, and they're still tweakable enough to have a good feel in the park. I do enjoy them just for all around park riding as well. So I think it's a good do-it-all binding, you know, whether you're riding powder, you're in the trees exploring, or you're getting those park laps in. I found the Union Atlas to be my personal favorite, so I'll be running these again this year. For boots, I'm gonna be running the Ride Fuse. I also happen to be going into my third season on this particular model of boots. I looked into some other options this year, but didn't find anything that could pull me away from these. I just really like the way they fit my foot, and I love the features you're gonna get in these boots as well. Just a few quick highlights on the Fuse. They are a standard lace boot, so you can really customize the fit with these. They also have this side boa that pulls the tongue in towards your ankle to help give you better heel hold. I also really like the full wrap liner. I think that does make a noticeable difference for comfort. It's an Intuition liner, so you can heat mold it if you want. They also have a rubberized Michelin outsole to give you more grip when you're out there exploring or hiking. Full rubberized toe cap, super durable, as well as an articulated cuff. But my favorite feature in the Fuse is probably the urethane tongue and the urethane spine. So not only is that really durable, but it helps to offer a lot of support and also gives a little bit of rebound as you're flexing the boot. Something I look for to protect my ankles in boots, and I do prefer to ride a little bit of a stiffer boot as well. So just the overall fit combined with all those features is pretty much made the Fuse my go-to boot over the last few years. This is the one I rode last year. I haven't got my new ones yet. They're actually gonna be a white colorway, but other than that, they're the exact same boot. I also want to highlight this hoodie that I'm wearing. This is something you're going to see me wear a lot through the season, and it's actually a Board Archive technical hoodie. I've been working on it all summer, and they should be available in early December, but as soon as they are, I'm going to have that linked down in the description of this video, as well as all the other gear I mentioned throughout this video. But do want to share a few quick details about this hoodie, since I got to pretty much choose all the details from the ground up all the way down to the material. So it's a 400 gram polyester spandex cotton blend. Very heavyweight hoodie. It's going to be really warm, has some natural moisture wicking properties, as well as water resistance. It's also going to have a polyester liner through the torso of the hoodie. Super stoked on the materials, but my two favorite features are the zippered vents under arm. You're going to find a mesh vent underneath that you can just unzip if you want to cool off a little bit, as well as the zippered hoodie pocket. So you can put things in your hoodie pocket, zip it up. You're not gonna have to worry about that falling out. It does have a media hole in there as well. If you like to use headphones, you can run that right from your pocket up through the inside of the hoodie to keep it out of the way. And I also got this different cut that goes from the sleeve directly up to the neckline with a big hood. So I'm really stoked on how it turned out. I'm wearing the sample right now, been really putting it through the test and have been really happy with it. So I think you guys are gonna be stoked on it as well. And if you wanna support Board Archive and rep a Board Archive hoodie, those are gonna be available here shortly. And while we're talking about layers, I also wanna highlight my favorite mid layer. This is gonna be my 5th season running this mid layer. It's the Arc'teryx Atom LT without the hood. And while it is a little bit more expensive, it's probably the best piece of snowboard gear I've ever purchased. It's something I keep in my backpack almost every day because it's so packable. It really doesn't take up much space at all. And it's a really good thing to have on you for warmth management. So a few things about it, it's moisture wicking. So if you're layered up properly and you start to sweat out there, it's gonna pull that moisture away from your body. It also has a DWR finish, so it's got some water resistance to it. It also has these kind of mesh sides or this different material on the side underarm to let heat escape out from your sides. So if you're out there hiking or particularly on like split boarding days, this is a really awesome piece to have. Can't recommend it enough. If you're looking for a mid layer, check out the Arc'teryx Atom LT. For goggles, I'm gonna be wearing the Anon M4 this year. I got them late last season and I've really liked them so far. Quality materials, quality construction, they've got a great lens in them as well. And my favorite feature, probably the highlight feature for the goggle, is the magnetic interface for the lens. You can really quickly swap the lenses out. And it does come with a highlight and a low light lens, as well as their MFI mask, which is like a magnetically integrated mask. That was actually a pretty big deal for me personally because I was able to keep my nose covered up on those cold days and it doesn't cause the goggles to fog up, which is an issue I've had with pretty much any other face mask. When you try to keep your nose covered, your breath can still escape out the back pretty easily with the MFI. So great experience so far with these. I like the fit, I like the look, and stoked to be wearing these for the 21-22 season. For gloves, I'm sticking with the Oyuki Tamashi Gore-Tex mitt. Been wearing these for the last 3 years, so this is gonna be season 4 for me. It's a company out of Niseko, so I really like the brand story there. Overall, just a very high quality, functional mitten, great for those colder days, and I just really like the way they look as well. So gonna be running the Tamashi mitt again this year. I also picked up a pair of these 686 mittens. I think they're called the Mountain Mitt. Much lower price point, only 10K waterproofing, and just something I'll probably wear on those warmer days or maybe like spring park laps. They're lower profile as well, so I think they'll work better under a hoodie, and just wanted to have some options there, so you'll probably see me run these as well. All right, let's talk about outerwear. So I actually got 2 kits for the season. I've got like my main resort kit, as well as something that's gonna be a little bit brighter and more visible in the backcountry, because I do plan to do a lot of filming out there this year. As far as the resort kit goes, I'm running the Dope Iconic pants. I've been stoked to see what Dope is offering at those lower price points and just wanted to check it out for myself. And I really like the cut on the Iconic pants, so I went for those. They're 15K waterproofing and they are lightly insulated, which I would prefer if they were just a shell, but it's super light, so it's not a big deal. And they're gonna have the features you'd expect out of quality snow pants, like zippers on the inside of your leg, zippered pockets, and they actually have like a cinch cord around the waist as well. So if you forget your belt, you can still tighten up the waist pretty easily. I also picked up a 686 anorak. Honestly, primarily just based on the way it looks, just wanted something that I thought went well with these pants. But it does offer some more waterproofing than something like a hoodie, so I'll probably be wearing it primarily for like colder early season park days or later in the season when the snow starts to get really wet and I just want, at least that 10K waterproofing, which is what this offers. It's a soft shell, it's really comfortable. It's got a Velcro pouch on the front with a media hole to run your headphones through if you want to. Nothing special, but something you're gonna see me run this year, so definitely want to include it on this list. And as far as the Backcountry Kit goes, I won't go into a ton of detail, but it's a full Volcom kit in the resin gold and black colorway. They are full Gore-Tex, so they're gonna offer that maximum waterproofing. Not the stretch gore though, just their more basic level of Gore-Tex outerwear. And for pants, I'm actually running bibs, and I got the Volcom L jacket, which is like black on the bottom, gold on top. Zippered vents, got all the features you'd expect from Volcom, including their zip tech. So I can actually zip the jacket to the pants to make sure there's no snow getting in there. Even though with the bibs, I'm pretty sure that wouldn't happen anyway. Pretty stoked to be running a Volcom kit again this season. I think that's gonna give some nice contrast out in the backcountry or those like super low visibility powder days, which is where you're gonna see me wear that primarily. All right, so there's two more things I want to mention in this video. One is base layers. So I pretty much switched to all merino wool for my base layers, top and bottom, for two main reasons. One is when you start to sweat, it's going to help to keep you warmer compared to other materials. And it's also naturally antimicrobial, so they won't start to smell bad quite as fast. I think pretty much any brand will be fine if you decide to go with merino wool, but personally I'm running an Evo base layer for the bottom and a Smart wool on the top, just two pieces I was able to pick up for a good deal, but definitely recommend investing in a quality base layer. Definitely will improve your experience out there. And the last thing I want to highlight is just simply going to be a helmet. I think it's always a good idea to protect your head out there. I run the Sandbox Classic 2.0. I think this is going to be season 8 or 9 on this particular model. Season 2 on this particular helmet hasn't taken any real hits yet. It's just low profile. I like the way it looks. It's got some venting built into it. Just a simple helmet to protect your head. You don't have to have the fanciest helmet out there, but I definitely recommend just having something to protect your head out there on the mountain, just in case. You never know what's going to happen. All right, so that's my full gear list for the 21-22 season. If you want to read or learn more about anything I mentioned in the video, it's all going to be linked down in the description below, so please make sure to check that out. Drop a like if you got some value, subscribe for more snowboard reviews. We're going to have a ton of videos coming out this year, and thank you guys for watching. I appreciate you, and I'll see you in a new one soon. Later, guys.